Welcome to The Explainer. Today we are diving into a health tool that is so powerful it can literally reshape your body and your mind. And get this, it's completely free and it's probably waiting for you right outside your front door. So let's break down the incredible science behind a simple walk.
Okay, let's kick things off with a pretty sobering number, 5.3 million. What do you think that represents? Well, it's the estimated number of premature deaths all around the globe every single year that are linked to one very common behavior.
And that staggering number, it's tied to one thing, our increasingly inactive lifestyles. I mean, think about it. From escalators to TV remotes, we have basically engineered movement right out of our daily lives. And believe me, our health is paying the price for it.
Now, this isn't just some abstract statistic. It is a full-blown modern epidemic. You can almost think of it as the sitting sickness. This whole collection of serious, measurable dangers that come from a life spent mostly in a chair.
And this is not a niche problem, not at all. In the United States, for instance, nearly half the population, a shocking 43.3%, is considered sedentary. That's a higher percentage than any other country in the world, and it puts millions and millions of people at risk.
And the fallout from all this inactivity? It's huge. It's not just the physical stuff we all know about, like heart disease and certain cancers. Our mental health takes a massive hit too, with direct links to things like anxiety, depression, and that kind of deep mental fatigue that just completely drains you.
But after all that bad news, what if the solution wasn't some expensive gym membership or a grueling workout plan? What if the real answer is as simple and honestly as ancient as just taking a walk in the woods?
So let's redefine what hiking really is for a second. Forget about climbing Mount Everest. At its absolute core, it is simply walking with a purpose in a natural setting. And that makes it one of the most accessible forms of exercise out there. It costs next to nothing, and you already have all the basic skills you need.
And here's the real magic trick of hiking. This quote kind of nails it. It often doesn't feel like you're exercising. When your main goal is to go see a waterfall or just breathe some fresh air, you completely sidestep that mental barrier that can make going to the gym feel like such a chore. You end up getting an amazing workout without even thinking about it. And this brings us to the unique power of hiking. It really is a true two-for-one deal. You're not just getting the physical benefits of moving your body, you're also, at the exact same time, tapping into the profound restorative power of just being in nature.
You know, the science on this is crystal clear. It's not just what you're doing that matters, it's where you're doing it. Study after study shows that exercising outdoors gives you significantly bigger health benefits than doing the exact same activity inside. The environment itself is a crucial ingredient.
For example, one huge review looked at 11 different trials. It found that, yeah, the indoor exercise is obviously good for you, but taking that same activity outside, that leads to greater feelings of energy, less tension and anger, and a much bigger drop in stress. People just flat out feel better when they move around in nature.
And the physical results? They can be amplified, big time. In one really remarkable study, overweight adolescents were split into two groups doing similar exercise programs. The only major difference? One group was inside, the other was outside. The outdoor group lost 4 times as much weight. That's not a small difference. That's an absolute game changer.
But the benefits aren't just for your body. The impact on your brain is just as profound, if not more so. So let's take a look at what's actually happening inside your head when you step onto a trail. In Japan, they have a name for this, Shinrin-yoku, which translates to forest bathing. It's the simple practice of just intentionally immersing yourself in the atmosphere of a forest. And what might have once sounded like just a poetic idea is now being backed up by hard science for its really powerful physiological effects.
So when researchers compared people walking in a forest to those walking in a city, the results were immediate. The forest walkers saw their blood pressure drop, their levels of the stress hormone cortisol went down, and they even got a boost to their immune system. We're talking about an increase in the very cells that fight off tumors and viruses. And the most incredible part? These positive effects can stick around for up to a week.
So how does this actually work? Well, a leading explanation is called attention restoration theory. The idea is that our busy modern lives are constantly draining our directed attention. That's the kind of focus you use to navigate traffic or plow through emails. It's exhausting. But natural environments with what they call soft fascinations, like rustling leaves or flowing stream, they allow that part of our brain to just rest and recharge in a way a noisy city street never could.
You know, the most important takeaway here is that this is not some extreme sport that's just for elite athletes. This is a practice that is so accessible, and almost anyone can start getting these benefits today.
And getting started couldn't be simpler. You really don't need a mountain of gear. Just find a local park or trail online. All you truly need are some comfortable shoes, some water, and maybe a snack. The most important safety step? Just let a friend know where you're going. And then the final step is the easiest one of all. Just start walking.
And remember, the real goal here is consistency, not intensity. A great starting point for your first month is just 3 30-minute walks a week on some level ground. This isn't about conquering a mountain on your first day. It's about building a positive, sustainable habit that you'll actually stick with.
This quote from the research really just sums it all up perfectly. The key word there is synergistic. See, hiking isn't just exercise plus nature. It's a powerful combination where the total benefit you get is way greater than the sum of its parts.
Ultimately, this science is so compelling that there are now programs where doctors are literally writing nature prescriptions for their patients. Which really just leaves us with a final thought to consider. Maybe the most powerful medicine isn't in a bottle, but on a trail. So when are you going to fill yours?